Shout out to cancelbadcredit.com.
I just came from a place where a coffee there to get a razor blade slid across your face. I done seen it all. Gang banging killers and boys in the stall. Nation of Islam, VBM Bloods, 20-man broad stabbed in his eye and asked what he saw. All right, now, when I was in MDOC myself, when G's converted over to the Moorish Science Temple of America, you know it's under green 5-pointed star. What do you feel about that? I believe in the literature myself, from what I read, church and state is different. Because if a guy was a Christian in the GD, it wouldn't be no problem. But now if he a Moorish American in the G, why is it a problem?
It's a problem because 75 to 85% of the people nation literature is Islam, is based off Moor and the El Ruka. So it's like you defeat the purpose of what you stand for and the meaning behind the five.
Well, let me ask you. You know the Moorish Science Temple of America was around before Vice Lords and GDs, right?
Yeah, I do know that.
Okay. So keep just going a little bit more detail.
Detail as far as what?
Why is it? Because if I'm a GD, right? I'm from 7-4, growth and development. If I was a Christian, nobody wouldn't say nothing. But then when I become a Moorish American, it's like,
I just told you why. There's the five and they teachings.
Okay. So if you had a brother that said, "Hey, look, I'm joining the G's, or I'm joining the growth and development, the movement, the 720, so on and so forth, but I got a nationality as a being ill," would you still accept him?
I ain't with the back. To me personally, you gotta be straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that this and that. You know, you can't serve two masters. DB told me that. Man, free DB. Dan Chopay.
Definitely.
He told me that, man. You can't serve two masters. I don't care how nobody look at it.
How long did you serve in MDOC?
3 years, my first time ever going to MDOC.
How long you served altogether, Jiwe?
I only been 4 years in there.
Altogether? Or was it multiple times or what?
I only been to prison one time, been to the county and did, 18 month stints, year stints, I only been to prison one time before.
Yeah, prison. First time I went again, but that went shit for like a couple months, and then I got sent to boot camp.
What drawed you towards the movement? And was you anything before that? Because I know a lot of guys, they don't understand what they get into, and then they might switch down the line.
What you mean by that?
Far as was you anything else? And it might have been appealing to you while you was young, but as you got older, you might have gravitated towards something else.
No, hell no. When I said I was born and not sworn, I mean from a jit.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I got baby pics.
What about you, Jiwe?
Like when people, got a blood foundation, like where I come from, like when people got a strong blood foundation, so I grew up around that, rotating with a lot of different, like not different brothers, but I grew up on a lot of old dudes for real, they was like way older than me when I was 13, 14, 12. They was about like 30, 25, and then after going through so much shit, and getting to a certain standing point for real, and the outlook at everything, not being childish and looking at it for real, because everybody look at banging like, okay, about, oh yeah, hell yeah, it's just, it's so much shit you lose to that shit, and how it's looked at today, like, bloods and shit, like, I ain't disrespectful or nothing like that, but anybody can be that, You got dudes who homosexual. You got nigga like Young Thug wearing fingernails and shit. Talking about saying, yeah, he OG blood. Like, come on now, bro. Like, it's dudes losing their life for this shit. My people lost their life for that shit. If niggas doing years, and you mean to tell me this is acceptable? Y'all gonna let this shit slide? Like, I couldn't do that. And, and then, through the years of growing up, my people, they stones, they got in tune with me. They was like, Mo, I ain't gonna say everything that was said and done, but long story short, they put me in tune with a demo. I went through the channels, you draw. And then, that's the measurement,
Now, 6, what you feel about whites and Chaldeans and Arabs and stuff joining? Because, like I said, with my experience, they always look for a way to X them out at the first chance they get. Send them, go ahead, send them to the maniacs, go ahead, send them to the cobras, so on and so forth.
I mean, I I can't really speak on that because, you know, they ain't really, you know, or business when they be doing all that other shit. So, yeah, that's all I can say about that.
Where the stronghold still at in as far as G's? Is it still Brightmoor? Is it still Finkel? So on and so forth?
Shit, I don't know nothing about Detroit politics as far as like where niggas say they from. You know, if I know niggas from the city, there's niggas I've been, you know, in tune with on another level, with niggas I've been in the joint with, or placements and shit like that. So my relationship is based off one-on-one, so I don't really know niggas. I heard of areas, but I don't know no stronghold. A lot of niggas say they the guys, but you know, I don't know.
Do you feel like from Lansing people like try you or get to test you more?
Hell no. I'll never feel that way. I've always been a stand-up nigga. That's why you see me here, you know what I'm saying? You probably see me, you know. No, I ain't never had that problem.
And now, Jiwe, how long you been a Stone?
Going on 10 years. Like 10 years, going on 10 years.
Do you feel like y'all grow any towards the time you was in there?
What you mean?
As far as, do you feel like y'all established anything, you know, as far as finance, so on and so forth, strongholds, neighborhoods?
As far as y'all, like, who is y'all concerned? Like, you talking about me?
Oh, you and all the Stones, yeah.
Oh, no, you know, like, nevertheless, the finance is always the call of the day, but no, like, it put me in tune with a demo for you know, like, where it's a lot of dudes who self-independent, but it's certain, like, laws that you gotta be in tune with to tap into that shit for you know, and after, you know, going through them channels and politicking with the brothers, you know, there's a lot of shit that I learned, you know, that money can never get you, you know. Shit that make you stand up and be the person you're supposed to be for real, stand on shit for real, fuck all the bullshit. Not letting nobody, you know, fuck up a whole demo. You gotta stand on the shit for real. I ain't gonna cap, you know, and there's certain laws, you know, that branded me to the point where, you know, like, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody behind me. I don't need nobody, you know, it's law. I got law and that's all I need, you draw. I don't need nobody to piggyback me. I don't need nobody to dick ride. I don't need nobody to, oh, you know, I know the guys they can speak up for, and that's all that need to be said and done for you know, I know the law, you know. And, you know, it most definitely done way more for me than anything could have done for real, you know. Most definitely put me back into my religion, you know. I most definitely was on the demo heavy, the Al-Islam drawing, put me into my nationality, you know. So, you know, it done more for me than I could have did for myself.
How do you feel about some of the brothers switching over to like Gangsta Stone, so on and so forth from the main branch? Do you still respect it or what?
All truly will, you know, all truly will, you know, if any Stone ain't solid, you know, I ain't tripping, you know. A lot of different things, you know, I ain't really gonna speak upon, but, you know, I ain't tripping on none of that, you know. What you do is your decisions, and as long as you ain't going against the demo, breaking no laws, I ain't one of them guys who gonna be, oh no, you did that, no, go about your way. I ain't finna chase you down. No, ain't never been that. I ain't got no animosity, none of that. All truly well.
I did that. Now, you had a brother that was kind of like dissing you. I'm not too sure where he's from because he told me a couple different neighborhoods. You might know who I'm talking about. But I guess he switched to Blood now. What you feel about him, you know, putting out bad stuff in the ethers? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, on that situation, it's funny you brought that up because I don't even want to speak on too much, but he tapped in on me, you know. At some point in time, you can run for so long, you know. And he tapped in, you know, was like, you know, he tried to come to me as a man, you know, what he did. But, you know, some things can't be forgiven for I ain't gonna cap you for me. When he came to me, apologized, you know, on some real shit for me, you know. But if you ever put my life in danger or say something that could put my life in danger, I'm not about to forgive you. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. I don't give a fuck how sorry you is, how you done understood what you done did, because I can't. Because we grown as hell. Ain't no time for no mistakes like that. I can forgive you for a lot of things.
No,
but just put my life in hand, it's over.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt none of this.